Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Now, recently, the Foraging update actually launched onto the main server, which I know, I don't believe it either. Now that it's been out for a few days and we've had a chance to kind of get a feel for it and see how it's meant to be played, we decided that we were going to make this video talking about a couple of tips that might help you on your progress. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about today is your Heart of the Fountain tree. Now, a lot of people, whenever they see this, they're going to look at this and they're going to say, oh my gosh, there is abilities. I need to go over towards the abilities. But I want to tell you that these are worthless, and so are these perks over here. All of these perks, completely useless. You want to go straight up, then you want to go all the way left, all the way right. Then once you get up here, I'm not there yet, but once you're here, what you're going to want to do is come up another two, then get this one right here, and then come up and get these two right here. Currently, I should let you know that the throwing axe ability does not currently work, but this should be patched soon. And then this one right here is a minimal increase. Pat and I were going back and forth on if you should use it, but I personally do think you should because some sweep is better than no sweep. Now, the order that you want to max things out in is, first off, obviously sweep is king. You want to get as much sweep as possible. It's like getting block spread or like getting pristine. You want to get your sweep up. Now, that doesn't mean that you should completely ignore Foraging Fortune. I think that you can get the first 10, 15, 20 levels for basically nothing. Like, you do one contest and you'll get it up like 20 levels, and that's about 60 Fortune right there. So definitely get this up a little bit, but the first thing you should max should definitely be sweep. Now, once you get to Heart of the Forest 6, you are definitely going to want to cap out your forest strength and your forest speed as fast as possible. These perks are insane for giving you stats. You also want to make sure that you're always above 1,000 strength, so if that means getting on your attunement or your beacon or whatever, you just want to make sure you have 1,000 strength. Then over here, 500 speed is not realistic because you're going to be wearing the fig armor, so you want to be sitting at 400, but that's not easy. You really just have to drink a god pot. Now, quickly, in case you guys were not aware, I do just want to talk about all of the max gear just to make sure you didn't miss anything. Now, first off, you want to get the Figstone Splitter. This is from the Fig Collection, which can be found here. You unlock the Figstone Splitter at level 6. And it is crafted with a fig hue and some fig stones. It's very cheap. You can see it's selling for 3 mil right now. And this is going to be better than your tree capitator. Whenever you first craft it, it is going to have about the exact same stats as your tree capitator, maybe a little bit more fortune, but it has the perk at the bottom that you can see, Super Frenzy, where for every 10,000 logs you break, you get an extra sweep. So it actually adds on another 20 sweep to it. So it sits out right now. I have 37 sweep and it's doing pretty good. Now for the armor, of course, you're just going to want to wear the fig armor. Again, all with Forest Pledge 5 on it. It's pretty cheap. You want to get perfects and boosters. Make sure you're not missing any of that. If you can't afford perfects, flawless is fine. It's not that big of a difference, but perfects are nice. Again, with the axe, I did not mention the boosters or the perfect gemstones. So again, just make sure you have some gemstones in there, even if they're not perfect. Anything works. Just make sure you're getting that extra fortune. Now, for the equipment, you're going to want to get the Mangrove, Locket, Vine, and Grippers. Now, again, these all have boosters on them, but they don't give crazy stats. They give a little bit of fortune, not much sweep. That's just mainly from the booster. Now, the big one, though, is the David's Cloak. As you can see, this is giving me 102 sweep. It's at mythic rarity, so it is maxed out, and it does also have 19 foraging fortune on it, as well as the boosters. But the way that you get this is by going through the quest. David will give you a cloak. And now if you go into David, click on David's Cloak, and then the first option right here, the attribute menu milestones, for every unique attribute that you unlock, it will increase this by a little bit. So as you can see, it's like +3 sweep, +3 sweep, +4, +4, +4, all the way up to level 30 in the attribute menu, which I believe is like 170 unique attributes unlocked. And that upgrades it to mythic, which gives it the max sweep. And this is just super nice. It's super cheap. All you have to do is just go through. If you do /HB, you can come to the top, click on the hunting box. And once you're in the hunting box, the attribute menu, you can just go through and buy each of these off of the bazaar. Now, the item that you're looking for is not going to be the text at the very top. It's going to be the source. So as you can see, it says Nature Elemental. That is not what we are looking for. We are not looking for Nature Elemental. We are looking for Grove Shard. So you can just do /BZ Grove Shard. And as you can see, 395k, and that'll give you like 3 sweeps. So it does cost about 100 million coins to unlock all the attributes. Some of them are more expensive than others, but if you have the coins to spare, then definitely do that because it'll help you with your foraging so much. It's so much sweep. Sweep is so important. Now, earlier I said that we were going to talk about seumies later, and that is because a lot of people will be going through, oh my gosh, look, there's new collections. You know, you get Fig Log, you get new foraging level cap. Same with Mangrove. When you max that out, you get a foraging level cap. Then you see seumies, and it only goes to 5k, so you go, oh, that's pretty easy. I'll go and do that. And what you can actually do is you can swim underwater, and you'll find these little sea cucumbers that you can break, and this gives you collection, right? Now, a lot of people, including myself, because I'm an idiot, went through and spent like an hour and a half, 2 hours just breaking seumies to max out the collection. But if you intend on maxing out the game just in general, you're doing bestiary and everything, you do not want to farm a single sealumi. Instead, whenever you come to the bestiary, you're going to see that on Galatea, there is some new bestiaries, including the Ent. You have to kill 1,000 of these, and each one drops 8 to 16 loomies. So assuming that you get the bottom roll every single time, maxing out this bestiary, you're going to be way over the max collection. So definitely don't waste your time harvesting these loomies. I just wanted to mention this mainly because I made the mistake and I feel bad about it because I have to go and do this bestiary now and I'm not going to be getting collection from it. Now in the same general vicinity, we're going to talk to Agatha here, and you want to make sure that you are always competing in her contest. As you can see, I just have all these legendaries saved up. Once you get your stats up pretty decently, it does not take 20 minutes to get legendary. It takes me about 3 to 4 minutes. And then after I get legendary, currently I'm not because I'm recording a video and I'm a poser. Actually, you know what? Guess what? Alright, because I'm not a poser, I did actually decide to follow my own advice and I went and got legendary real quick. As you can see, there's 15 minutes left in the contest and I was not using a Jade Dragon because I am broke. As you can see, I got 15 minutes left on the contest and now it's like, well, what do I do? Well, there's bestiaries for you to do. There is collections for you to get. You got to get your berries up. Got to make sure that you are doing everything you can on this island to maximize your time. Now, these rewards from Agatha are very, very good for leveling your Heart of the Forest as well as getting Whispers. And Whispers, if you don't know, are just equivalent to like Powder in Heart of the Mountain. So just definitely make sure you always have these up. You're gonna thank yourself in the future. It's gonna slowly work your way towards your tier 6 and your tier 7. I've been foraging for maybe 20 hours in the last couple days, and I'm only Heart of the Mountain 5. So we're working our way up. And that's just because I always make sure that I'm completing my Agatha contests. Now, while we're on the topic of bestiary, one bestiary that may seem very annoying is the Strider Surfers. Because as you can see, if I kill this one, kill this one, kill these two, and then come over here and kill this one, there's none left. And I have to kill 1,000 of them. So this sucks, right? Like, oh my gosh, this bestiary is so slow. But something you can actually do is switch into your fishing gear. And I'm not going to get all my fishing gear out, but just to show you, if you get a lava rod out, and with 100% sea creature chance, the only sea creature that you can catch in this lava is the lava striders. So, of course, thank you for the video. I appreciate that. So, as you can see, there's a sea strider surfer. Now, if you actually like set up yourself for fishing, you'll be catching them like every 3 seconds. It took me about an hour to max out the bestiary, and that was with the contest that I was doing in between. So just make sure that if you're doing your strider surfer bestiary, definitely fish them. Do not just kill them because you're going to be getting like 10 per hour. Like, it's ridiculous how slow these guys spawn. All right, for this next tip, we're going to be talking about bestiary again. I know, oh my god, bestiary. But this one also relates to hunting. And so what this tip is that, as you can see, currently I am sitting at 1,004 chills. And if I kill it, my bestiary is now at 1,005. But if I hunt it, put down the black hole, then hit it with a hunt axe, it'll go in, and oh, look at that. Now we're at 1,006. So hunting does count towards your bestiary, and the point of this tip is that if you are deciding to Iron Man your shards, if you're an Iron Man player, this is more directed towards you, that you should definitely do your hunting first instead of the bestiary, because once you finish the bestiary and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't have enough shards, like, and I have to go and do more. This is so annoying. You can actually get most of your bestiary done by just getting all the hunting shards that you need. Another tip that I just wanted to throw in real quick, and this one isn't as serious, but if you're a sweat and you're wanting to do your bestiary for these chill shots, something that I discovered is that you can come down here. There's usually a guy that spawns right here. Then get an ender pearl and pearl at this block right here in the corner and spam your ether warp, and you'll end up right back here at another spawn point. And this is the route I take. I just kill this one right here, come down, kill that one, come around, kill, down, then around. Sometimes there's one right here, and you just come down, teleport through here, up through the stairs, and now you're back at where the pearl is. Just get your pearl out, aim it right there, and you ether warp, and you're right back at the start. Now this next tip is pretty straightforward, and it is basically just to make sure to respect the tree style. Now the tutorial of the island does teach you about this, but not everybody pays attention to it, because there are so many times where I'll be walking around and I will see someone cutting down a mangrove tree like this. And as you can see, it's not going very fast. It's making these big clunky noises. Whenever you break the block, I'll shut up for a second so you can hear it. You hear how it's clunky? And that's because mangrove trees need to be cut from the top down. So you start with the branches and you're going to listen this time, and it's not going to be clunky, it's going to sound light. Sounds like you're breaking wood, right? Now what this does is whenever you are breaking it in the wrong order, it's actually cutting your sweep in half, so you're half as efficient. Now instead, this time, if I start from the top, like this, cut down everything, and then I come down with the style, you can see the bottom blocks are not clunky anymore, and they are coming down really fast. So just a little tip, make sure that you're respecting the styles. Mangrove are top to bottom, and Fig is from bottom to top. So this one's a lot simpler. You cut it like you cut in any other tree. All right, now another thing you guys might have missed is that if you do /HB, which is just going to your hunting box, and you click on the hunting box, you can actually sort by Skyblock skill. So right now I'm going to sort by foraging, and it'll show all of the attributes that benefit foraging. And basically what you want to do is you want to go through and, depending on your budget of course, you want to max out all of these attributes because they are going to help your foraging so much. As you can see, this gives me 50 sweep, this one gives me 100 sweep towards mangrove trees. Your axe gains 30 sweep on throws, 10 mangrove fortune. This right here is giving me about 70 fortune. 30 sweep on melee, 100 foraging fortune. This doubles the effects of the beacon, which we're going to talk about in a moment. This one I don't have max because it's not that important. You can skip the berry enjoyer, as well as foraging wisdom, because there's just so much XP in this update that you really don't need wisdom. I mean, if you play the game for like an hour, you'll be foraging 50. It's actually kind of bad, but it's okay. And then this one as well, this doesn't have to do with foraging. I'm not sure why it's a foraging shard, but mainly like all of these top ones, just very important. Get all of these maxed out. You get Skyblock XP for every level you get, so like this entire page that you're looking at is probably like 150 Skyblock XP, and it does not cost that much. So definitely invest in this. Just wanted to point this out, because a lot of people will miss it. Now, I know we already kind of talked about this earlier, but if you go back to David, you can see obviously the sweep, which is what we talked about earlier, but he does also have the forest hunts, and this is increasing the foraging fortune on the cliff. So as you can see, I mean, I'm only at 100 hunts, and I believe you have to do 500. Yeah, 500. So it's not very fast, but especially whenever you are up here foraging the fig trees. Now, every now and then, whenever you cut down a tree, you are going to see these phantoms, and oh my god, they are annoying. They make so much noise, but if you get the Everstretch lasso, which currently is 15 mil, all you really have to do is whenever you see one, and they shouldn't be this high in the and they shouldn't be this high in the sky. I don't know why this guy's running from me. I'm trying to make a video here, man. Do you mind? You'll see this. Come on, dude. Okay. You'll see this little bar. He's gonna fly away, but it'll just say real. You just click it, and that counts as a forest hunt. So you just want to do those as often as possible. That increases your fortune. Actually, it also makes you money because the fanfire shards are worth something. They're not worth a crazy amount, but as you can see, I just got 2 of them, and that sells for 161k. So if you're doing this all day, you're gonna be making a couple million just from like taking 1 second out of your day to do this. It also helps you max out your cloak. So just make sure you're catching your phantoms. It reduces annoyance, because now I don't have to hear the 50 phantoms that you haven't killed going on everybody every time I try to cut a tree. So kill your phantoms, that's all I'm saying. Now for this next tip, we are over here at the booster hut. I know we talked about this earlier, but I just wanted to mention it again. Make sure that you put your boosters on everything. Multiple boosters can be put on the same item. The important ones are obviously fortune, sweep, and wisdom. So you'll see the boosters icon. I'll zoom in on it. You can see there's like from left to right, I believe there's fortune, sweep, and then wisdom, just in that order. And every single piece of foraging equipment can have this. So it's on my axe, it's on my armor, it's on all of my equipment. Just make sure that, because that's gonna, you know, it seems like it's not much, but it's super cheap. A sweep booster is, let's see how much a sweep booster is. We'll find out together. 8,000 coins. Like, I don't, just put your boosters on, okay? Too many of you don't have boosters. It's ridiculous. It's free stats. Get your free stats. Max out your stats. Do it for me. For this next tip, we are going to be addressing the hot debate that I have seen a lot of people ask me about. Everybody's talking about it, and it is, which ultimate enchant do you use? And as you can see, I guess I just hovered and I spoiled it. But the answer is first impression. Don't use missile. Missile sucks. Use first impression. It's extra sweep. Your first melee log break on a tree gives you 10 extra sweep. It's just going to help you break an extra log or 2 every now and then. Like, there's no reason not to. It's like getting first strike, pretty much. It's not a crazy amount, but it's like getting first strike. So just make sure you're using first impression. Get it 5. It's so cheap. Again, first impression. Let's see how much it costs. We'll find out together. It's 300k. You got to stick it on 1 axe, and it gives you extra sweep. So definitely get it. Don't use missile. Missile sucks. Don't use missile. Don't do it. Now for this next tip, we are over here with Boris and his beacon. Now this beacon is a very wonderful thing. As you can see, it's currently giving me 60 fig fortune and 60 mangrove fortune. Now all I have to do is every 20 minutes, I'll get a reminder from a mod that you can get from the mod pack video that we uploaded a couple weeks ago. So make sure to go get that. But you just got to click on this and you got to match it. You see they're all green. I pause. I wait for it to get up here. It is a little bit finicky. It has to adjust, but we just wait for 1 second. And it'll creep up slowly. Boom, and that buffs everybody on the island. So now I'm getting 80 Fig Fortune, 80 Mangrove, because 4 people on the island are doing their jobs. Now another thing that some people might miss is upgrade the signal strength, and all that requires is buying a signal enhancer. As you can see, currently they're going on the auction for 400k, and you have to do a little mini game, and it upgrades. You get 3 Skyblock XP for completing it, so 30 Skyblock XP in total for doing some mini games. And then you get double the stats. If you stack that with the attribute, you're getting crazy amounts of stats from the beacon. Make sure the beacon's always going. It's super useful. Make sure to tune it. I believe Sky Hanny is the mod that tells you when to do it. You can also just set a timer on your phone or do it at the same time in game every day. But I just wanted to mention the beacon because it's kind of hidden away. You wouldn't notice it. You might go, oh, this is stupid. I'm not going to bother with this. Bother with the beacon. It gives you a lot of fortune. Now, if you were watching this video near the upload date, so if it's been like, I don't know, less than a week since it's been uploaded, I would recommend that you do not get Foraging 54. Now, it's going to be tempting because, you know, why don't I want to be Foraging 54? As you can see, currently, I'm sitting at Foraging 53 with 32 million overflow XP. And that is because currently there is a bug where if you get Foraging 54, you cannot gain any more XP. So you cannot get overflow, you can't get anything from breaking the trees. And you don't want that. Like, obviously, if you want to level pets, you want to do whatever, you get locked at 54. So I just wanted to mention that. We will pin a comment whenever the bug gets patched. So assuming it's a bug, it may not be a bug, but I would assume that it's a bug. I'll pin a comment whenever it's patched, and if you're seeing this and there's a comment there, then don't even worry about it. You can just completely forget I said any of this. The last tip of the video is that fig trees are better for pretty much everything except for money. So if you are farming, you probably want to be doing fig. It gives you a lot of Heart of the Forest XP. It's giving you 20 compared to like 30 from a mangrove, and you can pretty much hit it in like one sweep. I do want to note that every tip I've given in this video has been not including a Jade Dragon. Jade Dragon, another tip, little aside here, don't buy a level 200. It's a scam. The stats do not get much better with leveling, so just get a level 100 or even just a level 0 and level it up yourself. And you just want to farm figs all the way to Heart of the Forest 6, and then you can hop over to mangroves. Now that is going to be it for today's video. If you enjoyed, if you learned anything at all, please do subscribe. It means a lot to us. It means so much. Currently, we are looking to possibly apply for a Hypixel creator code. So your subscription means the world to us. Just showing a little bit of support. It's free. You can always unsubscribe later if you decide that you hate us, but I don't think you will. And anyways, if you have any other questions, just leave a comment. We'll try to respond to as many comments as possible. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.